Now, so you have created the schedule here. It's called space lighting requirement. All right, which is this one. So once you set up the table for your data, you close this. The next schedule that we are creating is for the calculation. So in other words, you got to scroll down. Just I was here. Then you input the data, you scroll down, you're gonna do this calculation. This is not a calculation yet. This is apply to do here. All right. To which floor, which room. Now, color fields and schedule. This is under your documentation. We'll come to do this when we are doing at the last part for documentation. Okay, which is I think oops, I open from here back. It should be here. See, MEP project, documenting a project. All right. So we got to finish all your mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire. Then we do this. All right. So all these, make sure they are in order. So end of day, this documentation also need to be submitted. But documentation is captured from your mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and fire. You don't model them out, you can't get your documentation. So please ask your fellow friend or your classmate to do their assignment. Try not to copy because you need to understand how to do it. Huh? Please, for your own good, not for me. Okay, so let's come back here. We are this area. Where is it? Here. This part. Okay. So this part here, let me make the text bigger. Because old man eyes are very small now. I mean, not so good eyesight. I always call myself old man. Okay, so how to prepare this schedule called lighting analysis? Because you can see that here, this is what you're going to get the table in future for every room. This one average means the required. This is what you want to achieve. This is the calculation. If you insert until it become white color, that means you attain your requirement. Okay, this is because haven't insert any lighting yet. That's why it's 0. This is what you want to achieve. This is what the formula, the calculation will help you. Okay, so follow me closely. And this is good. You can keep a copy aside for future reuse if you need. Especially your third year, you guys are doing your IVDCP, which is next term. Correct? For your case, I think it's August, right? After August, no, sorry, October to February.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, you got to do this IVDCP. So this something is good. Okay, so now go to your schedule again. Select schedule quantity, which is here. Same thing applies. They based on the space to perform the calculation. So I'm going to scroll down to look for spaces. Now the title we change to space lighting analysis. Okay, lighting analysis. Okay, like this. And this time now, you are extracting all this info from your building component. That means from your lighting fixture itself. Okay, that's why we are not input manually stuff. You got to extract from your system, which is later we add our lighting fixture. So okay, go to next. It comes to here. Now, space is our category view. Next thing we need to add is the number. Now this number referring to your room number, this one. So double click to launch. Second, the name is your room name. So later you'll see 219 is the room name is library. Yeah. The third one that we're going to capture is your level, means which floor. So normally you should select level first lah, but I don't know why they say this one first. Very weird. I think Singapore we do level first because the level represent also based on a number. Why I say 219? Because you're at level 2. If it's level 1, it should be 119. Okay. Yeah, so this order you can change lah, don't worry. The last two we want is just now you see on the chart, right? It's called average estimated illumination. So A, average. AV average here, double click. Last one is our required lighting level, which is just now the first parameter that we create, which is required R. Where are you? Here, double click. So these are the 5 by default. Okay. Questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay, the final one we're going to add is the formula. We could assign the formula, which is you go to select this button, add a formula. They call it calculated parameter. All right, so select this, something will pop up like this. You can resize it, make it small or wide, doesn't matter. But normally this guy will just depends on your screen. Okay, so the name here is called lighting delta. You know what's the term delta means? Difference in computer language. It means you are calculating the difference to our requirement. So lighting delta and its formula. It based on the discipline, which is our electrical, and the current we are calculating is E luminance, the lux. Yeah, remember. Okay, on my light on is very bright. Let me off it. Oh, it's burning my eyes. Okay. Now the formula here is average minus required. How we add here? You don't type manually yourself. You select from this button, which is here. Okay. You click average. Okay. You see the cursor blinking. Input minus means a dash lah. Minus means dash. You can type in from the keyboard or the number pad, above the plus. Just type a minus. Then you go in again, select required, and pick OK. So this formula automatically assign and select OK. This is done. So total, the 6 parameter: number, name, level, average estimated illumination, required lighting level, and lighting delta. Okay. Question so far?
No, sir.
This is part one of this. So when you click sorting, nothing much to see yet. But sorting, they want us to select sort by, let me see, level. Okay. Then they want you to check the header and blank line, differentiate your level. Okay, I think this is quite a standard steps. The next one will be under your formatting. Okay, this is interesting. Number, you can rename this by room number or just room, up to you. Name can be room name or just name. I think local, we just type room name lah, then on room number and so on. But important thing here is tabulate this calculator here, lighting delta, because we select average minus required, remember? So you need to set up the tolerance. Lux measurement, you cannot be say it is a definite value, no. Because brightness is always, there's a fluctuation. So there's always a plus minus. It's not a definite answer. So in this case, we got to go to conditional format if we are creating the calculator. Okay, so the field is called the difference, lighting delta. Here is this one, not between. So you can see that it came out. This is the requirement, which is 540. So it is minus, this is plus. So you can have plus and minus by how many. So here in your notes, the plus minus is calculated by, let's say, minus 55. No need to type the unit lux, it's automatic. So just type minus 50 lux, and this is plus 55 lux. So although we set library is 540, another word means what? It can be 495 or 595. Okay, so this, there's a plus minus because the fluorescent lamp cannot be produced or manufactured with definite brightness. It's always a plus and minus, depends on the electrical item or the electrical element. Okay, can?
Yeah.
Okay, then the color, we set this to red. So automatically when it's as a wrong level, it's show me lah red. But if we do it correctly, it become white later on. So meantime, okay, okay. So your schedule will look like this. Now mine got nothing yet, right? See or not? Why is that so? How come nothing?
Require not.
Yes, you haven't applied your lighting level onto your story. So this one I'll leave it. Space lighting is here, correct? The rest you, whoops, what am I doing? This one I close, this one I close, lighting analysis close, this one is space lighting, you close, you type WT like this. Now you see nothing, right? This is my lighting space. You try to select this space. Okay. Then what happened below is you scroll down. You see under identity data. See, we haven't attached the lighting requirement, which is this value here. Okay, so you must attach. You see this library? Once you select library, you apply. See now, the formula works. Cool, right? So all these, there's a step to follow. You miss out one of them, the whole calculation will not work. So everyone clear.
So you can do this step again.
Okay. First thing, you need to make sure that you're at your lighting space, which is, remember, we tag the space tag. Then you try to set up the space lighting analysis. You tile them side by side. So just now it was not there. See now, if I select this, I select none back. You show me blank. See that? How can, where do we get this? It's actually from here. If I double click, you see this? Remember?
Yep.
So this library is the one that you show here in your lighting plan. Remember we said that as is your lighting level. So you go to here. This is our lighting level value. Remember?
Yeah.
So correct lah. So you go to your space, select the space, then you change law from here. See, lighting level is none. We want to attach library. What is the library lighting level? 540, right?
Yeah.
So now you see what happened? 540 show here what? And this is a formula ma. This is your lighting delta. Remember, this one minus this, get this. So this must become white color. Then it consider okay. If not, whole thing will not work. So it depends on, let's say you are doing on level 1, level 2, or which room you can tag the space, this information will be out. For instance, if I text my first story, if I open up first story, okay, if first story there's a lighting plan, what should you do? Right click, right? Then
Yep.
duplicate, detailing. So I will rename, excuse me, I'll rename this lighting space. Then I will change this to none. Then this one should be set to space, right? Apply. So now they are together. See now. So if I'm at first story, if I'm doing this area, for instance, if I'm tagging this cafeteria. Now cafeteria in my list here, what's the value? Cafeteria?
200.
215, which is not very bright. I don't know why cafeteria so dim. How to eat? Because every table have candles or lights over there. Because in US, candle in every table in their dining. See, romantic. No lah. Just that the ambience they are create. In Singapore, sorry lah, we don't. So normally this value in Singapore should be super bright lah. All right. Yeah. For US, normally if you go to a dining area and if it's a nighttime dinner, normally every table have their own lighting candle. I think for school could be, there's be a lot of light on top all these table arrangement. So when you those people using this, you see that all should have a lot of lighting on top. So another word means you're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lighting here. So total I have 18. But this 215, I don't think you're allowed to put. So got to calculate correctly and make sure you design properly. So it's a very good challenge. Okay, without further saying, let's tag the space. Because here got no ceiling, right? And what is the floor to floor height? If you're not sure, check your elevation. What is the level height? 3.8. All right, not 4 meter, 3.8. So 3.8 means I got to analyze space tag here. Not 2.6, because no ceiling one. All right. So here, first story to first story. So here is 3800. But 38 is floor to floor. You're gonna minus the slab. All right. So I don't know what is the slab thickness. I think it's 250. If 250 should be around 355. Sorry, 3550, right? Correct now. Because you plus 250 for your slab, it's 3008. Agree?
Yep.
Yeah, so I just estimate a value there. So here, once you enter the value, you should see the updates and you tag here. Or you can tag a few if you want on first story. Later, you can calculate more things. See, my space thing start to surface already. Look at it. Very smart, huh? You can go level 2, tag a few room. Maybe you can prepare for your this documentation if you want. Yeah. Or maybe currently you want to tag only for your project. I'm okay. So this one here, what is the value? You must go to your lighting requirement here. Since hold on, this one here, what is a space? See, cafeteria here. So here is cafeteria. And the number is 220. Oops, no, it's 221.
No,
Apply. Yeah.
121.
Sorry. Thank you. Who's that? Santosa.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I was still thinking second floor. Terrible. Okay. So from here, then you see that the lux haven't assigned. So your table here, you must add one. Data row, this is your cafeteria. Cafeteria. And this is 215 lux. Okay, done already. 215. Okay, now you go back to your lighting space. Select this X, that means the space. You see that there's a value here. You choose cafeteria, apply, straight away it came out. See that? So if you get your formula calculate correctly, like what I'm showing you here, the rest of your other floor, your assignment simpler. Okay, questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
For the space lighting requirement, right, we need to add ourselves, right? Normally.
Sorry?
Space lighting requirement, we have to add ourselves, one, right?
Yeah, that
Table
one no
top.
choice. That one is under your manage. This is the one project parameter.
Yeah.
Because in Revit, they don't know what your requirements. So you got to create all this parameter before you can start. So you can see that Revit itself actually quite powerful. Just that we need to know in and out what's the requirement. Then we create all these parameter to suit individual usage. Okay. So you can see that actually in real world next time practice, when you do lighting calculation, because normally in real world, architect will uh, post or show the, I mean, if the architects, those are very strictly one, they say, hey, this project, it might suck out to, I don't know whether M&E will they employ those lighting specialists now. You know, nowadays there's something called lighting specialists. They will design the lights lah, they will set up the ambience, might not be architecture to do that. All right, unless architect himself had this kind of knowledge, then you say, okay, this room I would like to create the ambience. So someone gonna propose what type of light lah, because lighting specialists, they must understand this requirement. How, what type of atmosphere they want, what type of ambience they want to do up, to create from there. So a lot of things lah, I would say, yeah, in this. Oh, nowadays market is got 1,001 thing. You just got to be look out for that. So with these tools, that is the capability is simplified the task for the BIM modeler, and so does the engineer. You see now, by just computation, you pick here, pick that, data is out. So how easily, you just need to ask these lighting specialists, hey, what is this lux requirement for all this room? That's what I was wondering, how come US have this table chart? I think our side here, so far I've been teaching MAP, I asked those people, they say nope. It's architect, like tell them, okay, these offices, this room, what is the lux they require? And then they just design accordingly. Yeah. So how engineer they measure the lighting brightness? There's a device they'll measure. So they will stand at different corners to ensure that the light coverage. So you can see that the way you set up the aircon is also important, because you don't block the lighting fixtures to lighten up or brighten up the whole room. So depends on what type of room, what type of arrangement is required. Like for library, as I said, no need to be so bright. You just want the ambience to be nice. Then each individual study table will have one table lamp there on normally. Yeah. Then same thing one. If you want to dining at the cafeteria or some restaurant or whatsoever, you notice that they will create that kind of ambience for you. So every dining table will have their own candles, own lights, and so on. All right. So it depends on how they want to create that kind of atmosphere lah, the ambience for the customer long. Okay, so this is something that I see which is very useful lah. Help the modeler to handle this, to share some workload from the engineer. Because I don't think engineer will know this, right?
So then
They
we
might.
cannot, for example, the lux level, we cannot refer the Singapore standard, man.
The thing is, I don't think Singapore have, man. Have not?
I think have, because previous sem we take lighting, then there is like, for example, car park, it need how much lighting
Okay,
level.
where they get this table? Seriously, I don't know. The thing is, where you can find this table?
This is in the Singapore standard SS531.
Yeah,
Serious?
he did like online, I think. Then she from there download
In
it.
the notes, we have in the notes
Oh,
previously.
can you share with me previously? Now you still have or not?
Let me check.
I have.
Go. Come. Share with me. I want to know also. Because so far, as I say, I'm not in this specialist, so some data I might not able to extract. So you guys have let me know. It's under Connect or what? You say again? What's the name? Maybe I just do a search.
SS531.
SS531.
One.
Oh, I saw, yeah, SS531. Lighting power. Oh no, sorry, the budget. Well, this is Singapore Standard 2019. Okay. Code of practice. Preview only 29 pages. This is for lighting of workplace indoor. Okay, so since you guys have this, must pay. Alamak.
But we have in our notes.
Serious ah? Okay, then send me a copy. Then if that the case, you guys based on your requirements, since you have the notes. I don't have, that's why I can't prepare this. Can send a copy at the group chat here,
All right.
so I can download a copy. Maybe your notes, then I crop only that part I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, I teach so many class, nobody tell me that. You guys are the first one that told me that. I'm so happy, seriously. That means the rest are simply bo chap. What I think of. Yeah, because they never mentioned this. I'm not aware of it. I know
Because
somewhere
we
there
last time
is.
learn.
Hmm?
Last time we learn lighting already, then we know about it. Yeah.
Okay. That's why all this is important to you, because if you don't have this core practice, then how are you going to apply the requirement, right? The brightness. Okay, if have, that'll be good. You just said here I don't have the notes lah. If have, then we can assign on our this assignment. Do it as real as possible. All right. Well, must pay 27.40
Sure.
cents.
Santosh send in the group, WhatsApp group.
Oh, what's that group? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on, I see. Huh? Only this few only.
Yes, I finding some other.
Oh. So for instance, let's say filing, copying, 300 lux, writing, reading, data processing. So ours is library. Library consider what? Writing, reading, data processing,
Yeah, should be reading.
reading, huh? So 540 file. What is UGR means? Different code, huh?
It's for the glare.
Or the
Yeah,
glare.
the unified glare rating or something.
Okay, then CRI leh?
Color rendering index.
Ooh, okay. That means what type of yellow light, white, warm white, all those things, ah.
Yeah, the warm
RGB.
color and the pink.
RGB.
Okay. Wow, I also know a bit. Okay, any more? Let me see. Okay, since you have these, then will be good. Okay, this is interesting. Lighting requirements, ceiling, floor, color temperature, color rendering index. Okay. Glare restriction. I see. Okay. They never give me all this info. But this is more on the indexes. I think the lux is the one we want is this, the 531. So that means if you have a reception desk, archive means like storeroom, right? Technical drawing, computer lab consider technical drawing.
Yeah.
I think so, right? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
CAD workstation. Sorry. Technical drawing is more like a manual drawn. Yeah, a manual drawing area. Computer lab is 3.4. CAD workstation 500 lux. Okay, but the glare similar. So I think if you compare, right, the chart, that means the thing we have here. Restroom, consider which one? Restroom don't have, right? Not very compete. Only that's all, man.
Still finding us.
Can. If that the case, then if you guys have it, try to do it as real as possible. Because here, cafeteria, we don't have cafeteria here. Cafeteria is also interior one. So interior cafeteria, I don't think it's conference and meeting room. No. I believe should have more lah. Okay, you can find more, then will be good WhatsApp here. Then we try to use that as a real example. All right, so can apply in our assignment here, which is good. I'll later do a search also. Lucky you guys tell me. So at least, excuse me, I have some idea of all this lighting code. Wow, I've been teaching for so long, for the last 5-6 years, nobody tell me that. No. Terrible, huh? Wow. Why?
Don't know.
I'm kept in the dark. Interesting. Okay, at least I now have an idea. I'll keep that in mind. Thank guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so today we'll do up to here. So at least you guys must have the idea what is that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Answer.
Hey. So remember, this is how you prepare. Next week, which is week 6, then you put our lighting fixture. So this value, the lux 540 215 temporarily, if we can't find, we base on that. If not, then if I can find more, I will upload to WhatsApp also, yeah, to share. Okay, let me go and find also. Whoever can find it, then we will share on the WhatsApp. Then we will future, I will use it for our MEP, which is at least the student must have an idea, know what you are preparing. Okay?
Can.
Any questions? Don't go away first. Let me capture the students again. Where's my snip? So I will open up the, I will open up your MEP, no, the HVAC also to release so that you guys can still actually you can still continue do, because we haven't finished yet the file. All right, because I don't keep changing. Okay, you don't submit first, or you already submit already, I'm fine with it. All right, no need to worry about the error that miss out. Based on today what we discover, what we discuss, I think you have some idea what is the next step, so you can fine tune your this HVAC. All right, because still need to change. Okay, it still need to change.
So actually, we will just keep doing on the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to, because I saw just now who Vina, right? Yours is a bit final off. It's a bit offset, too far out. If you can see from your model, compare yours and mine, you can see that my lighting. Sorry, my second story, which is, where is it? Second story. Here. You see, when I plan this, is quite center. See now. Then I see hers in their room. This one here is very far out here, which is actually at the edge. In the edge here, you don't fully maximize the cooling area. Become this wall quite often will be very wet because of a vapor, droplets of water. Yeah, to condensement. If you want to do something similar, you should follow exactly same location. See that? It cannot be too far out. Why I keep some space here? Because of the duct itself. If I don't want, I can actually move the whole group further out. then this area I can all use flexed up. So you got to design and understand. Don't follow, let's say, what I do. Mine is still not the best yet. As I say, this is a primary design. Will change. Why? When all the sub-discipline comes in, we need to shift here and there. Okay. Now we haven't placed in the lighting. We haven't placed in the what call that, sprinkler yet. If we start to put things inside, gonna be nightmare. That's why I say MEP very challenging. Okay. Good. So remember to save your file. I will try to upload this shortly. Okay.
Yep. So
okay.
Then when will you grade our work?
The one how to grade, not finalized one, not finished yet. How to grade?
So you wait until like everything is
Yeah
done.
lah, of
Okay,
course.
okay.
You think half done, then wrong, then I mark wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want that?
Do for him already.
Yeah, man. He's too pro already, right? Okay, I can do that for him. No lah, because you see, design is one thing. I also want to do it correctly. Yeah. Okay.
That's not assignment one, the submission is the grading already. At first we thought that.
I can do that if I'm strict enough lah. But I try not to lah. Some of you guys say you do wrongly, I give chance a bit.
Yeah, luckily.
Yeah lah.
I think we all do wrongly.
Thank you, sir.
So I don't be so strict on this because you guys are new. Unless you say, oh, we do before, then that's different. Okay. So this one must give chance a bit. It's not that you guys been doing this all the time, which is not. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hey, no problem. Okay. So see you guys. Remember to, nobody check in. Only Vinny check in only. Terrible lah, you guys. Okay. See you.
All right. Thank you.